Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jim. Today I'm joined here with.
Another Jim.
Hey, let's go.
Hi.
What you doing? What you play?
I play Mathmech, the best deck in this profile.
Yeah?
in this meta.
Yeah.
You're joking. It's tournaments anyway.
No, it is. And what did you place?
That's the first place.
Let's go, bro. I'd love to hear it. Do you have any shout outs?
Yes, I do. I want to my special thanks to the Daniel Lee. We practice together. We know each other very well. And I also want to thank Luca and Antonio. We spend a good afternoon. And other than that, I just want to thank myself to spend on time to research on this deck. So yeah.
Awesome, bro. You did incredible. All right, let's get into the list.
Yep. So first of all, we go over with the hand traps and like maybe go second cards. So first of all, we play 3 imperms. Imperms is a good hand traps, play against Sprite and tournaments. And if you hit the Kitalos, that's a big choke. And Sprites, you can just hit Gigantic. That's always the card you want to hit with the Imperm.
Yeah.
And Ash, still the best hand trap in the format, so I'm playing 3. And PSY Gamma. So this is it was 3 DD Crow, but after a day I got too much of D Shifter. I thought I have to give some respect to that because this deck is really choked to the D Shifter. If the Exo Sister and Ferraris give a D Shifter, you don't have a response, that's a turn skip. That's unacceptable. So 3 PSY Gamma is kind of my choice of the hand traps. And then 3 droplets. So I think this is pretty strong going second cards. I totally get the reason for why people choose the Dark Ruler, but I still prefer the droplets because if you're going second, the only target, my game plan is making a Final Sigma to crush my opponents. If you are using the Dark Ruler, the battle damage 0. It's unacceptable for me. So I play 3 droplet, and actually this droplet helped me to win many games today. So I really like the 3 droplet in the main deck.
Okay, that's fair.
And let's go to the Mathmech part. So first of all, we go for 3 circular. This is the best card from the Power of the Elements. No reason for not playing 3.
Send for cost?
Yes, send for cost. And Sigma, let's go. And then we have another kind of starter, but he cannot start by himself. But I still play 3 because if you start with the diameters, you can play around lots of hand traps. Okay. So just normal diameter, and you drag some random Mathmech in the graveyard and make the avalanche, and then you're good to go, right? You got some gates, you got some way to play around the hand traps.
Okay.
So you really want to start with this, so I play 3. And let's talk about extenders. So for extenders, I'm playing 2 Sigma, 2 Subtraction, and 2 Addition. Many people playing 3 of each, but I think it's too bricky. Yeah. First of all, because Sigma, you actually don't want to start with the Sigma. This is a very weak start. If you draw it at the first 5, you want to dump it with the circular. You don't want to hard draw it. And subtraction and addition, I just found 3 copies are just too bulky and bricky. And also, I want to save the place for the next engine I'm playing, which is the Lady. We introduced that later. Yeah. And there's Nabla and multiplication. Okay. This is the final Sigma package. This is super. Like if you got those 2 monsters on board, they have no negation. They are just be crashed. Like 6,000, double damage, attack twice. You guys ready for this? So, So this, but if you draw if you have too many of this is a brick, right? Yeah. You want them keep in the deck. And search them with the Ablution or special summon by Nebula. So the combo you want to play is you somehow get a Nebula on the board, you got a random Cybers on the deck on the board, and tribute, and special summon the multiplication. Okay. Multiplication level 8. Let's go Final Sigma. You're dead, right?
Yeah. Card's wild.
Yeah, and the trap, the spell and trap, and 1 equation. No reason for playing 2. This is part of the combo.
Yeah. Searchable?
Yeah, searchable, so no reason for playing multiple. 1 super factorial. I don't really understand why people are playing 2 copies. I think that's stupid because this deck is about like making a huge board. Yeah. And just use it once. Like the second copy just a waste of spot, and sometimes it breaks you. So I don't really I don't really want to give too many spots for a card I'm only gonna use once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like many times you just use it once, and and then you go to game 3, and then you go to turn 3 and
Yeah.
make some final sigma and punch your opponent, right? There's no reason, there's no chance to use it this a second time, so don't want a
Yeah.
second copy anyway.
Uh-huh.
And the induction, that's the induction.
Yeah.
So that provides the extra pop, so really strong.
Yeah. How was it? Was it really good for you today?
Like because sometimes you start with a circular and extender.
Yeah.
That's in this case you don't search the equation as the first step. You search the superfactorial. Then if you want to, then if you got an ablation search, this is actually the next best trap you can search. So if you're playing against the sprite, this is extra pop. And if you're playing with those trap decks, this is your only hope to
Gotcha.
yes, some hope to those
Yeah.
staples, right?
Yeah. Another spot removal.
Yeah. So, and also because this is boost attack, sometimes it helps you clear the board with kill the Winda. And yes, then I'm playing 3 cyanide mining. And this is a good card to search the circular. If you start with mining, the circular is guaranteed, right? You always want to start with the circular. So, and also because it is Cynet,
Yeah.
it is searchable by microcode talker, which is the next engine we're talking about.
Yeah.
So for that part, I am playing 3 Lady Debug and 1 backup secretary.
Yes.
And for the target, for the search target of the microcoder, it is the Cynet conflict.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes it will be Cynet mining. If you playing, you found, oh, I don't need extra to get on the end board. I just want some extender. You just go for the Cynet. You search the Cynet mining.
Yeah.
If you think you need extra protection for the superfactorial, then you just search for the Cynet conflict.
Yeah.
And that's another reason for why I'm not playing the second copy, because the first copy sometimes is protected. There's no reason for get the second one, right?
Yeah.
And the Lady Debug, and there's another good reason to playing this, because because to be honest, this deck lacks some good normal summon. The only good normal summon in this deck is the diameters.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just normal summon random cybers on the deck and hope for the best, right?
Right.
So this one also searched for a microcoder. If you have already on the hand, you can got another extender.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're going second, you really need a random cybers extender on your hand to make the board or
Yeah.
break the board, right? So this is kind of the reason for why I'm playing it. And also, of course, I play a call by, hand trap the thing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Broken one up.
yeah. So I never drew this today, but it has to be in the deck anyway.
Yeah.
So this is the Spice, the Salamangre Sanctuary. So it has basically it has two benefits. So the first one is because I use the microcoder. So sometimes you use the microcoder. Now the Cynet mining is searchable. You always want a hand to discard. You don't want to cost the hand traps or those valuable cards.
Yeah.
You want a card advantage. So this is the card you always want to discard for Cynet mining, unicorn, those kind of the hand costly cards. And also, I think the importance of these cards also is including like you can chain block the Cyber's Wicked.
Yeah.
Because if you are playing this card, your deck is kind of immune to Ash, because the biggest Ash choke point for this deck, in my opinion, it is the Cyber's Wicked. If you go for Link Devotee, the brothers, and then you can go for Cyber's Wicked, and you go for the Bailings,
Yeah.
and then the Chaining 1, Chaining 2, and Chaining 2 search you a Sanctuary, which is a free cost for whether Unicorn or Silent Mining, right? And then Cyber's Wicked will be protected by this one.
Okay.
And this also simplified the problem, the hand trap problem, because now you only need to worry about the imperm, those kind of
Yeah.
stuff. If you got imperm, there's actually you can actually go for the Splash Mage,
Yeah.
and and revive a Mathmech in the graveyard, and you're supposed to have an equation in the hand bicircular, then you can still go for a lumption, right? So this is so I think this is so I think this card is pretty worthy to put into, and also another reason for why I can put this into the deck is because the combo is kind of tolerant to the bricks. You can send one back to the deck.
Yeah.
If you hard draw it, just send it back, right?
Right. Okay.
So the extra. So
How many was in the main?
Oh, 41.
41? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So let's go for the extra deck. So 2 Lumption. You always need one for the first turn search and another one for the follow up. So that's 2. So a Laplacian, that's an interruption. No way to use because you don't have second copy of the super factorial, so you only need one copy of that. This is the Ace Monster's final Sigma. This card's broken. Yeah, like 6,000 attack twice, double battle damage.
Yeah, unaffected by card effects.
Yeah, because nowadays, because the monster, Sprites monster and Tier Elements monster are kind of low in status. If you stop them with the hand traps, they usually leave some random weak dude on the board, and then you can just punish them by just punch once. Yeah. And then that is the going second access code package. The reason for preparing, so this package allows you to make a double, like to make your access code attack twice, because if you are playing against somebody really know the deck, they will be very careful on your final Sigma. If you don't prepare this, if they stop your final Sigma, your OTK is done. But if you prepare a second routine of OTK, you always got what you want. So this is kind of backup plan for the final Sigma. Or, yeah, so sometimes because even if your opponent don't have enough of monster to attack, you can always use you can use the access code to do some cleanup and OTK, right? And this is the package we just talked about. And this is the Masquerena Unicorn. I usually end up with the Masquerena and make a unicorn anyway. So this is the interruption I'm using. Yeah. That's because unicorn is throwing one hand, so the central is kind of pretty important. Because you don't want to throw the only ash on your hand. You want to throw random cards and keep the ash in your hand, right? So Link Devotee and Link Displaying. So this is the combo. This is a part of combo. And the last is the Code Talker inverted. And sometimes it helps you extend the board, and also chain block protects the micro coder, so you can always get a signet conflict. Yeah. But I think the importance of this one is you can. This is a Code Talker, so it stands for the conflict, and also it's a good target for the hand linking of microcoder, and also the worst case you can just normal summon Lady Debug and search for microcoder and link those two into the code inverter, invert it and search for a conflict. That's a free negate. That's the worst case if you really brick.
Right.
So yeah, so this really saves you. So I really like this deck.
Yeah.
Really like this card. So we're going for side. 3 Nibiru. I am a big fan of Nibiru. Even I put 3 Nibiru even when I'm playing against Sprite. Yeah. Because one hand trap usually not good enough to stop Sprite. So in that case, any hand trap sucks. But if you always need 2 hand traps to stop Sprite. If you start with 2 hand traps, Nibiru is the best second hand trap. So if you imperm or ash, or you choke their gigantic, then you can just wipe the board. So I'm a big fan of playing against the Sprite with Nibiru. So, but it's not good. But it's not good card play against Tier Elements, so it's inside anyway. Yeah. And here's some Tier Elements respect. DD Crow and Bell. The reason for not playing the third copy of DD Crow is because the Bell can also protect your super factorial from DD Crow. So yeah, so those 4 were replacing the Gamma, but but yeah, like after I got too many D shifter, I was thinking, yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Put it
we're
to the side
gonna
again.
main that. Yeah.
So this is some those are some back row respect. You have to respect the Mystic Mind. And to be honest, I never sided in this today. I would just next time I would just maybe change it to Lightning Storm, those kind of stuff. But hey, this is some.
Okay. Why just the one twin? Say instead of like third cosmic.
Because sometimes if you are playing the sprite,
Uh-huh.
you just need one, you just need to eliminate one, right? So, but if you are playing those trap decks or even sometimes tier elements, you need to eliminate two. So I want to give myself some
Variety.
flexibility.
Yeah.
So, but the most honest reason is I don't have the third hollow copy of.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
but I
gotcha.
think it works. I can.
That's a good enough reason. Yeah.
Yeah. And three Rivalry of Warlord. And both tournaments and Sprite really hate this card.
Yeah.
So this is kind of privilege of running a cyber stack. So you are so consistent on cybers, so you can use this to choke others. But you have to hard draw it, so that's a 3/0 cards, right? So you really want to see this on your starting hand. Actually, sometimes you can consider putting those if you're going second, so you can force your opponent, help you to clear the board.
Yeah.
So your opponent have to choose which one to leave, right? Especially with the deck like tournaments, they don't have a hard negate. If you use the Warlord, they have to do some painful choice there.
Yeah.
So, but today I seldom use this card because I always lose the high roll. I always lose the high roll,
Yeah.
and I don't have that many chances of going first. So
Yeah,
this
so
is
decide it.
this is the Mathmech.
Awesome, bro. Hey, congrats on winning the regional with Mathmech too. Hey. Yeah, for everybody out there watching, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Peace.